or a disproportional amount of African Americans sitting in prisons in America when compared to the numbers in the general population. In the prison system, the proportion is absurd, like out of balance as far as I'm concerned. Look into it a little bit more, but I would imagine that speaks to why there is an option for prison membership. It speaks volumes about the situation. All right, continue.
And then as a youth membership, you could join and just do a monthly thing, or you could actually sign up for life and have a lifetime membership. For the benefits of being in the NAACP, if you're youth, you can get different magazines that they have, and as an adult member, they have different benefits for, like they have discounts and other things for products and services across the country. The goals and activities that the NAACP works for is civil engagement, climate justice, economic opportunity, education, federal advocacy, health, justice, legal, and media diversity.
Can you go?
Hey, you're evolving too fast, man.
Please repeat it.
Alright, so the group
Be cool, don't be a dick or lead. Okay, no dicks allowed. Go ahead, bro.
Alright, so the group fights for civil engagement, climate justice, economic opportunity, education, federal advocacy, health, justice, legal, and media diversity.
I have a question.
Yes?
What exactly do they do with education? Are they just trying to get more education?
They're trying to get better education, and they're trying to inspire minorities to apply themselves in schools and get a good education.
Where do they meet?
It's okay, raise a hand and then wait for him to acknowledge you before you pull something out.
Where do they meet?
They have different meetings all around the globe. What do you need for that?
Like what kind of buildings? Do they have like a building that they specifically meet at?
I believe that they have a headquarters and
I'm sensing a dynamic here. Is the dynamic that I'm sensing that occasionally Mr. Stevenson might dish out a hard time to some people? Does he occasionally, like, you know, break chops and make fun and try to get a rise in you guys?
Mr. Stevenson.
DJ?
I only know him by DJ, sorry.
Is there a dynamic where he sometimes is a little bit pushy and trying to get you guys to react a little bit also? Because it seems as if you're giving him a little bit of a hard time. No, not necessarily you. I mean, like, in general, there's a few people in here that I'm sensing. For instance, when I went over to visit Mr. Ray's classroom this morning, DJ told me that if I sent
Frankel or off.
Frankel back over, he was going to kill you.
Yes,
So I think there's probably some type of friendship dynamic or palling around dynamic where you guys maybe give each other a little bit of a hard time. We need to step out of that.
That doesn't sound very friendly.
Do not call something out again when I'm speaking. I don't know how it goes in Ray's room. It doesn't go like that here. Okay? If you need to step out before you make an ass of yourself or before you continue to make me a little bit angry at your ridiculous behavior, then do it. All right? But you're not invited in here for a comedy session. This isn't a stand-up act. When that occurs, we'll invite you. Maybe we'll raise some money for charity. But for now, I already said no dicks. Let's add no assholes to that list then, okay? Whichever one you typically fit under, avoid it for now at the very least. All right, continue.
Alright, so for the leadership for this group, they have both a CEO and staff. CEO is Benjamin Jealous, and then for the National Board of Directors, they have various people. For a funding and financial report,
It's downloaded.
Is it a big PDF?
I don't know, I just downloaded it in like
Okay.
a few seconds.
they have, this is for 2011.
Okay, so it's all public. You can access it, you can see how they're spending their money, what money they're raising, and so on and so forth. They don't all do that, interest groups, so they're supposed to.
Alright, so this is where they get their revenue from different grants, memberships, and many other funds. And then for 2 stories where the NAACP has been mentioned recently, there was a story 2 days ago of how the NAACP is trying to end the death sentence in Maryland, and how they're fighting against it and thinking that that we shouldn't put people to death for crimes. And also there was a story a little while back where the NAACP and the Sierra group, which is like an environmental group, got together and they celebrated their 3rd annual Earth Day with each other. And then I couldn't get anything like for the group, like bumper stickers or anything like that. I tried, but I couldn't get anything.
What did they tell you? No way, man, don't ever ask for that again?
Yeah, I just couldn't get hold of anybody. Yeah. I tried to email them.
Alright.
That's it.
What is their
Questions?
what is their impact on politics today?
Their impact on politics today, like the recent story, they fight against different laws or maybe piece of legislature that they think might be injustice.
I think I missed it in the beginning. What does NAACP stand for?
The National Association of the Advancement of Colored People.
Okay.
Anybody else? Yes.
How do they use media for?
Actually don't know that.
That's a good question. Advertising things are funding.
There's advertising underneath revenue and support, all the way at the bottom.
It's like the third to last.
They have to do something.
Subscriptions.
I don't know.
That wasn't a question we were supposed to answer for our class. That wasn't a question we were supposed to answer for our class, was it? Yeah, since probably you don't know.
Yeah, I was just supposed to find it before.
You just gotta think on your feet a little bit. Life doesn't always stop and give you a handout ahead of time.
DJ,
Yes. More questions.
do they track the voting patterns?
No.
Yes,
At least
they
I didn't
do.
find it.
Yeah, they do. Look it up a little bit more. Go ahead, continue.
Is the NAACP federally funded?
Yes.
Do they track maybe like online of the NAACP testifying in front of congressional committees?
I didn't find anything, but I probably didn't search hard enough. They probably do.
Okay.
Anybody else? Alright then. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Round of applause, please, for DJ.